Hello, my name is Jana Hamlett, and I am talking today about my DMAIC project, and I want to work on getting more of my quilting hobby projects completed. So, I looked at the possible reasons why my quilting projects are not being completed by completing a fishbone diagram. So I looked at the environment. I have a lot of kitty helpers, and they have a tendency of getting in the way and pulling and pushing and grabbing things and running off with stuff. So they do affect my completion rate. Whether my project's a big one or a small one, if I'm making a big king-size quilt, or am I making, like what I'm doing right now, is little placemats for Christmas dinner. Maybe I don't have the patterns I want, or maybe I don't have the material available. And then around with time, maybe I don't have time to do my projects. Again, with materials, do I have the available materials? Do I know what pattern I want? And then the last one is about machines. So is my sewing machine working? Is my desk clean? Has my ironing function? And so I went through and determined, based on brainstorming, and did a little bit more research over what I think is the most likely cause for me to focus on for this leg of the process. I pretty much always have patterns that I want available. I always have material available. I like going and shopping at the fabric stores, and then sales come along, and so I buy extra that I don't even know what I'm going to do with yet, but I think the pattern's cute. And so there's not usually a problem with the amount of material present. My sewing machine is fairly new and it's functioning very well, so I focused more on the fact that I do not have time to complete my projects. And so I did a fishbone of all the things that occur with my time that I could brainstorm. And so things like work commitment. I work at the College of Southern Idaho, teaching a new program, so I'm developing curriculum and teaching the program, trying to get the lab all set up with equipment. So I'm doing time researching equipment and then purchasing equipment and then putting it up. I also have another job at a local dairy, and so I spend time managing that. I do a little bit of consulting, so answering emails and meetings. And then I'm also both trying to get my master's as well as my EDD at the same time, so I'm taking several classes. So there's assignments, projects, these kind of things, watching lectures, they're all online. I have to clean my house, and I have to feed my critters and my family. This summer we built my husband a new garage, so there was building garage, building, painting, buying materials. I have to do laundry and such for family commitment. And so all these items take part of my time. And so all of this I'm thinking may not give me enough time to work on my quilting projects. And so I want to measure that. So that is what I'm going to be measuring. So I made a project charter, and the scope is including my own free time, not other people's time. Affected personnel would be myself, my students at CSI, my family, my husband, my father, my boss at the dairy, and then of course my critters, because they need fed and we need to irrigate and those kind of things. And so my dates are going to be basically the dates that these presentations are due. So those are my target dates, is to complete each step, moving on into the measure phase. So as I move into the measure phase, I want to measure where does my time go. So I'm going to do a time study. I'm going to randomly pick several days, 4 weekdays and 1 weekend day over the next 2 weeks to complete a time study. So record each day throughout the day where I'm spending my time. Additional problems may occur. There may be some one-off things that occur, and so I'm going to have to do some analysis over whether those are really appropriate for this time frame or not, and whether to include them or not. So overall, my goal is going to be to spend more time on my quilting projects. So I need to analyze where my time is spent to see where I can save some time and reduce waste and be able to work more on my quilting projects. So we're moving on into the next phase of measure, and we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much, and talk to you later.